We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. Hello everyone, I am Nhat and this is Zahui from class 6A7, and today we would like to share some information with you about an awesome person who inspired us to talk about fairness. It's Martin Luther King Jr.
So, first of all, what is fairness? Fairness, in my understanding, is treating all the people equally without discrimination. Equal and without discrimination are the two keywords here. When you don't treat all the people equally, when you allow stereotype to prevail, you also allow unfairness. There's just a lot of unfairness in the world. For example, racism against the people of different skin color, discrimination between genders at home, at work, or even at school.
As you may know, Martin Luther King Jr. is a great person who changed the world. He spent all his life fighting for fairness, for justice, and for freedom. But have you ever asked why? Why did he want to fight against racism and unfairness?
Martin Luther King Jr. fought against racism because he himself was a victim of it. As a kid, he saw and experienced himself when people did not respect him and all the African Americans because of their skin color. Throughout his life, racism affected his friendship. Due to his skin color, friends were forced to walk away because it was socially acceptable to associate with people of colors.
People with different skin colors were treated differently. Martin Luther King Jr. said himself, if you wanted to buy shoes, you have to go to more miserable places. In some places, they didn't even let African Americans buy shoes at the same shops with Americans. It was the same for restaurants. Some restaurants would not serve dark skin color customers. Certain jobs were not for African Americans. In some countries, they couldn't even vote. It wasn't until 1965 that African Americans were able to vote.
Martin Luther King Jr. wanted to fight unfairness and bring fairness to the world. But how did he do it? He became a pastor and preached, and everybody listened to him, believed in him, and their lives changed because of him. He went all around the world to talk about what was good, what was fair, what was equal, and what was right. He persuaded and convinced people to stay by his side to fight against racism. In Martin Luther King Jr.'s words, if you can't fly, then you run. If you can't run, then you walk. If you can't walk, then you crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward.
He gave many meaningful and moving sermons, speeches, and talks, demonstrating to people of all skin colors what it meant to be fair and just, and to encourage them never ever to give up their fight for fairness.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s efforts have made the world much a better place, with more fairness, more happiness, and more opportunities for all skin colors.
To us, Martin Luther King Jr. is a hero, someone who stands up for fairness, for justice, and for freedom. He made great efforts that changed the world into a fairer place.
We are so thankful to have such a wonderful person like Martin Luther King Jr.
To learn from Martin Luther King Jr., we need to exercise fairness. But we are just kids. How can we do this?
I think I know how. I know 3 simple things that absolutely everybody can do. First, play fair. For example, if there's a guy that really wants to play basketball with you, you should play fair with him. Don't hit the person. Don't push the person.
Secondly, treat different people equally. For example, if you meet somebody with a different skin color, you should just talk normal with that person like you talk with people with the same skin color as yours. And thirdly, respect everyone. For example, when you meet somebody that is a little bit different, you should respect that person. Like Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, in the end, we will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Fairness is very important. We need to learn and try to be fair every day to everyone, in small things and big things. So, always remember,
fairness is the key that opens the door to freedom. We're Zawi and this Minh from class 67. That was our presentation. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.